my God, I'm so excited to share my Friday night with you. I've been alone for 4 months. What a blessing. You know, tonight is going to be a special night. Why? Because we're alive. We're alive, everybody. There it is. Croy number 1. If you're counting at home, let's see if I get past 3 within the hour. But tonight is a special night because we have a special show for you afterwards, after Comedy Clash. We're going to be having our 5 for 5 stand-up showcase. That's right. These people took the 5 for 5 stand-up workshop where they spent 5 weeks working on 5 minutes of material. And now they are polished comedians, polished thespians. They are ready to debut their work tonight. And you can always tell them how fabulous they are in the comments section, because our first show, like you've been enjoying for the last 4 months, is Comedy Clash. And Comedy Clash is a totally interactive show. None of this is scripted, no matter how good I sound. I'm making it up as I go along. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Some homegrown villain-style improv. That's right. TM that, motherfuckers. Villain-style improv is here to take over the world now that the other improv theaters are closing. So let's get a start on tonight. Let's bring out the cast of Comedy Clash. Hello, my people. Oh, my God. Isn't it beautiful to see people from all different backgrounds, all different species? It's great. It's awesome. Not just virtual, but, you know, we come from so many different parts of this beautiful universe. We're welcoming our, yeah, it's all about unity, guys. Are you guys drinking anything tonight?
Watermelon Croy, Avi.
That's number 2 for me. Haven't cracked it yet.
So good.
Iwe is a literal goddess. She only drinks Pellegrino. I mean, that is the OG Croy, that's for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Before OG and Pellegrino, I guess it's water. Is water OG Croy?
I think so.
Well,
it's caveman Croy.
Let's see what happens. We're going to be playing a bunch of games for you tonight. This is our wonderful cast. Just 6 of the many people that make up Villain Theater. But we're going to be playing some games for you tonight that are contingent upon your participation. That's right. We're going to need you to put in suggestions into the chat. If you're watching on YouTube, drop an enye if you think I'm hot. Hi.
Yeah.
Let's get the party started. This first game is a new game, actually. It's called Next Slide. Next Slide is a game where somebody will have to create a spontaneous presentation on the spot, but we're going to need you, the audience, to give us the subject of the presentation. All right, we've got our topic. Bring me back, Peter. We're going to be playing our game, but we have to say hello to our newest cast member, the last person to graduate into the company. His name is Jasper. Oops, no, I'm sorry. I fucked up. Oh, shit. This is a new game, guys. It's a new thing. We're going to be doing it with somebody else. His name is Joseph Rodriguez. Joseph, you know, I keep forgetting you completely, and it's not personal.
I think it is.
It's fine. Okay, you're going to be giving us a presentation today on leak-proof tampons. Have fun!
Thank you very much, folks, for being here. We are talking about a very important topic near and dear to my heart. My mother died of toxic shock syndrome. And so with that, we will be discussing leak-proof tampons. Leak-proof tampons are not something that you can jump, jive, or jazz about, okay? This isn't something that is hip to be square. Leak-proof tampons serious thing and something that could benefit the entire female community at large. Yes, and with large, we are in charge. Leak tampons are not something that requires much cash, although in the R&D department, they do. And so here at the Beagles R Us company, we have actually devised this leak-proof tampon with money given to us by donations, which actually have helped to create this research. Now, I do make this presentation on leak-proof tampons to let you know that we have not had many customers yet. So I'm here to actually make this presentation to convince you of such. Our stocks are plummeting, but just so you know, if you gave this a try, you would absolutely love it, okay? You would love it. There would be no cause for any for any confusion there in the male community, okay? I don't want you to be butting in and telling females what they can do, all right? I don't want you to be making jokes about aromas, about any smells or anything like that, okay? Because this tampon keeps everything in, baby, all right? Otherwise, I'd have to call you a full-on pineapple head. And you wouldn't want that, all right? Because that is as great as insult as any. Leak-proof tampons are essentially the skill, or rather the tool of the future, okay? It is actually something that is so novel that even kids who desire to fill them up and soak them with vodka and shove them up their anus can do so because they don't leak any vodka. And with that, folks, it brings me to my final point here, which is that leak-proof tampons do not actually, well, they don't leak anything, of course, but in order to insert said tampon, it does require a bit of, well, you could say a bit of lubrication. It isn't the easiest thing to get in, but, well, it doesn't get anything out, certainly.
All righty. Thank you so much. I learned a lot. We're going to move on to our next. I learned. I'm very ignorant. We're going to play our next game. It's called Objection. Objection is a game where we're gonna mimic our Twitter wars. I've been getting into a lot of fights with people online in the comments section, but we're gonna do it here with a little bit of dignity. If you give us a debate topic, something to debate like Coke versus Pepsi, we'll turn it into a full-fledged courtroom drama. Drop your suggestion in the chat. Oh, I think we've got one. Bring me back, Peter. I think we've got our perfect topic for tonight. Just silly enough to make it happen. But first, I'm going to need my all-time bailiff, the legend herself, Lisa Legend.
Hi, Judge. How are you tonight?
Hey. Oh, you're in the court. I'm still at the theater.
That's okay. It's a virtual world now, so it doesn't matter where you are. It just matters that you're present and ready to smack around anyone that gets out of line.
I'm not gonna smack anybody around. You better smack them around.
Oh, okay. I can handle
Okay,
it.
cool. And now let's bring out our counselors. On one side, we'll have Priscilla and Joseph. And on the other side, we'll have Morgan versus and Sipiwe. Hello, you twos.
Good evening.
Awesome. How are you doing tonight?
Ready
Very
for
well.
I'm ready.
Yes.
Hmm.
So we're going to do some debating here, and the topic is Halloween versus St. Patrick's Day. So Morgan and Sipiwe, you'll have Halloween, and Priscilla and Joseph, you'll have St. Patrick's Day. All right? Cool. Bailiff, please swear in our counselors.
Oyez, oyez! The Villain Online Court of Questionable Justice is now in session. Counselors, please raise your right hands. In the case of Halloween versus St. Patrick's Day, do you hereby solemnly swear to accept the duties and responsibilities in the resolution of this entirely senseless matter in accordance with your addled concept of truth to the very best of your abilities? Say I do.
I do.
I do.
In that case, members of our online jury, if you will, please remain seated and show some respect for the bench and our most honorable Judge Santos.
Yes! I've been staring into this for a week straight. Quarantine is so fun. Awesome. Let's get out our first two counselors, and they'll be arguing in favor of Halloween. They are Morgan and Sipiwe.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, there is not so much of a debate here. Halloween. Who does not want to dress up in the most amazing costume? Who does not want to reveal themselves in such a manner that nobody can see who you are? Who does not want to walk door by door and collect candy? So much candy in the world you can eat forever. Who wants to walk around just wearing green and drinking some green beer? On Halloween, you drink whatever you want. You become as scary as you want. You become you. You go out there in the world and you attack as you, as the monster you want, as the prince you want, whatever you want. There's no boundaries. That is Halloween, and you get all the pumpkins in the world and carve them as scary as they want and put candles in them and have all these crazy kids knocking on your door just for candy, almighty candy in this world.
Wow, that was incredible. But your skin is so smooth, Sipiwe. How?
Welcome to Halloween.
Yes, I love it. All right, and now let's get the opening arguments in favor of St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. We're here to discuss St. Patrick's Day and Halloween. We are an American people of substance, perhaps, but I like to think that our substance is, well, frivolity. And I know that that doesn't make much sense, but my argument is that we Americans are frivolous people, and we embrace it. Do we need a holiday where we celebrate something that, well, is a long-standing Celtic tradition? I think not. We appropriate culture as we do what we've done throughout history. And we go ahead and drink for no good reason at all. And you can drink with, well, with vigor and with no mask at all. You can do it as a real human being and as a person. And guess what? For public safety reasons, people know that you're going to drink excessively. And so they're careful on the roads. You've got designated drivers on St. Patrick's Day. Not something that much people care about on Halloween, as they think that everyone's on foot. It's dangerous. Thank you very much, folks.
Oh my God, so many patas sucias on St. Patrick's Day, though. That's the thing. All right, now let's do the cross-examination. Let's get everybody out here, even my bailiff, to protect me. All right, and now we'll get the cross-examination of Halloween by St. Patrick's Day.
Counselor Sipiwe, you mentioned that candy is a significant part of Halloween, which What do you say about all the cavities that are caused by the candy consumption?
Objection, Your Honor. That's why we have dentists. We do not worry about cavities on the day of the Halloween. As we know, we will be visiting our dentist the next day. I rest my case.
Order in the court. Order in the motherfucking court. All right. And now for the cross-examination of St. Patrick's Day by Halloween.
Yes, Councilor Rodriguez, you mentioned alcohol being a main part of St. Patrick's Day, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Can you speak to the safety of alcohol, like a day devoted to alcohol for children and possibly addicts and really anybody?
Oh, well, it's not any better than the 364 other days that we live here in America.
RT, we stand a woke king. All right, everybody get off. Let's start with the closing arguments in favor of Halloween.
Yes. My dear jury, and I don't know where my fellow counselor went. How many movies do you know with the name St. Patrick's Day? I haven't seen any, and if they exist, they're probably not good. How many attractions pop up once a year in honor of St. Patrick's Day? Is there like an Irish house you can walk through and see Irish people? No. I like to go to haunted houses on Halloween. I like watching scary movies. There's an entire culture devoted to Halloween. I myself have Irish blood and heritage in me, and I could not tell you anything about St. Patrick's Day except that you drink. And as actually Councilor Rodriguez said, I can do that any day. Halloween, however, I know what it's all about. It's about being yourself. It's about dressing up. And when else can you get free candy? Never. St. Patrick's Day, boring. I rest my case.
Wow, she said boring and she said period. All right, let's get the closing arguments in favor of St. Patrick's Day.
March 17th. March 17th is St. Patrick's Day. And let's talk a little bit about the history of how this holiday began. It was really to commemorate the accomplishments of the St. Patrick in Ireland back in the 1700s. And yes, it's actually a religious holiday. So the fact that we're shitting on a religious holiday, why don't you do that to Christmas, huh? Where's the fine line? Where do we draw the line? On top of that, here in America, what's more American than taking a non-American holiday and making it our own? I mean, come on, people. Look at the Star-Spangled Banner. That music comes from Great Britain. Look at all the things that we call American. It has roots in another country, from another culture. So the fact that we don't embrace Irish culture, that would be a problem. Let's vote for Irish. Let's vote for St. Patrick's Day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, because who needs a good beer? I do, and you do too.
Wow, alcohólica. All right, let's bring out all of our counselors and our all-time bailiff while we take a verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen of our online jury, it's now time for you to deliberate. You must decide between Halloween or St. Patrick's Day. And you'll do this by dropping in the chat the team that you think presented the best case. The first 3 entries will determine which side will tip the scales of justice and prevail. So we really don't care who wins. The holiday, everybody wins. But you gotta vote. First top 3 win. Drop it in
For the record, I am wearing a different black outfit this week.
Oh, wow.
I'm
So
wearing
you would Halloween.
What'd you say, Morgan?
I said I'm wearing green, but it's fake news. Vote for Halloween.
I thought it was a green screen shirt. I was gonna think about editing that later. All right, I think we've got a. Oh no!
It better be St. Patrick's Day.
Better be Halloween.
Really?
It's a holiday, people. Doesn't matter. It's a holiday.
The
This is a
people
battle
have
for America.
spoken, and this is the last shred of democracy that exists on this great nation. The people have chosen Halloween. Of course, they chose Halloween. Halloween is the gayest holiday, even more than Pride. Awesome. Let's move on to our next game. But before we do so, how about everybody drop a big fat like on this video? And I'm still waiting on those Enyes. prove your love to me and your keyboard skills by dropping an Enya in the chat. Let's move on to our next game. It's called Press Conference. Press Conference is a game where we'll kind of reenact those beautiful White House press briefings that are happening every day, but not really anymore. No one knows what's going on, but hopefully we'll get some clarity from our speaker today. You have to drop the subject of our press conference in the chat. Do it. Wonderful. We've got the suggestion, but we kind of had a fake out earlier today. I don't know what happened to me, but I'm glad to debut our newest cast member. His name is Jasper.
Hello. How you doing?
Hello, Jasper. I'm about to let in the reporters, and you're going to give a presentation on artificial sweeteners. Shall I let them in now?
Yes, by all means. I'm completely ready.
They're already barging in. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the press conference regarding artificial sweeteners. Okay, so we have some big news, all right? It turns out that artificial sweeteners are just sugar. Yeah, no, you heard it here. We've done deep dives into the science. It turns out that it's been lies this whole time. They just take sugar and then they turn it into other sugar. So that's the news. That's the announcement. It's the latest from the labs. And so if anybody wants to ask a question, we'll open it up for questions now. Yeah, you, Morgan.
Yes, this is Morgan from the National Esquire. Is it true I have to tell all my readers now that our artificial sweetener diet will not work?
Yeah, absolutely. Turns out that if it's sweet, it's gonna not be a diet, but hey, it's still sweet. It's good. Priscilla, yeah.
Hi, I'm from Cadbury. What are we gonna do about all the Cadbury eggs now that people love and adore because of the sugar content?
Oh, no. Sugar's not being affected. Sugar's still sugar. It's just artificial sweeteners are all sugar. It's actually, it's all sugar. The thing is, it's all white powder is in fact sugar. You've seen the cake meme. It's kind of like that, but for white powder. It's all sugar.
Lies? It's all lies.
That's it. Yeah, you in the front, Joseph.
Yes, Joseph from Bears Monthly. What would you say to all the bears in the gay community who enjoy Diet Coke for the aspartame?
Well, I say they can go on enjoying it, not a problem whatsoever. It's just they've been eating sugar this whole time and they're going to still be eating sugar. Turns out Diet Coke is actually all sugar. I mean, I know it's hard. I know it's hard to understand. I know that these are difficult times. I know this isn't something you all want to hear, but it's true. Okay, it's facts. It's science. We're going to just say it's science. Next question from Sipiwe.
Yes, this is Sipiwe Anderson from the Dangers Club. I understand that your sugar, this artificial sweetener, is coming from Colombia in an area called the Cartel. Is that true?
Yes. That used to be known as cocaine, okay? But it's actually not cocaine, it's sugar. See, there's good and there's bad to this discovery, folks. There's good in that illegal drugs are not illegal anymore because they're all just sugar. It's bad because, well, it's all sugar, so take it for what it's worth. I'll leave it to you to decide how you feel about that. Next question. Lisa, I haven't heard from you yet in the back row over there.
Yeah, Lisa Legend, Home Sweet Home Cooking Times. Listen, what are we going to tell the diabetics now? We have a special cookbook section just on that, and now you're telling me that I'm to give them sugar?
Well, diabetics are a real problem. We're looking into something that we can do, but yeah, unfortunately, you've been giving them real sugar. And I have to say, I've been submitting my banana bread recipe to your publication now for, I don't know, what has it been, 8 years, okay? I don't know what you're waiting for to publish, but I'm telling you, it's a different type of banana bread.
It's not good. We tried it. Sorry.
It's not good. That was my mom's banana bread. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, one more question, not from you, Lisa. We'll go back to Priscilla. Yep.
Yeah. How about all the people who use artificial sweeteners? What are they gonna do?
You broke up a little bit there. Bad connection. You asked how the people who use artificial sweeteners are going to what?
The people who use them as laxatives. You know.
Oh
they-
yeah,
what-
no,
they-
sugar still gives you the shits. No problem. No problem there. It all works. It all works. So that's actually going to be the subject of tomorrow's press conference, sugar shits. So that's going to be it for today.
Thank you very much, Jasper. And remember, folks at home, stay regular. You can stay regular with Regular Girl or good old coffee, Taco Bell. But most importantly, stay regular. We're going to move on to our next game. It's called Sincerely Me. Have you ever wished you could be the fly on the wall or read somebody's text messages? We're going to play a game that lets you do exactly that. But we're going to need the suggestion of an object for the scene. And you will watch as the lost art of the letter returns. All right, we've got our suggestion. Bring me back, Pedro. Shout out to Peter Meir. He's our guy on the tech. He makes the show look beautiful. He can't fix the frizz in my hair, but he can make the show look beautiful. All right, let's bring out the two people. The lost art of the letter. Let's bring out Spiwe and Jasper. Hello, you two.
Hello.
The suggestion for your letter writing will be, it goes out to Juniper Merengue and its mattress pad. Take it away.
Dearest Jeff, I understand it's been a year and I have been lying on this mattress waiting for you, but I have finally somehow am thinking and wanting to end this relationship, my love.
Wow. Okay. All right. I need to reply to this right away. Dearest Ron, I am sorry that you feel this way. I have, as you know, been working in the car factory for the past year, and I am unable to come home. I miss you terribly, and I think that when I do come home, it will be worth it because we will be rich. You see, this new car, they're telling me it flies. It flies. I haven't seen it yet, but it's going to make us rich. And when I come home, we will enjoy that mattress once again. Jeff. Send.
Dearest Jeff, I did not realize how silly and stupid you can be to think a woman of my caliber can wait for a year without I think that this car, you should probably get into this car and fly away. I've been having my handyman helping me a lot fix this bed, this mattress, as I jump up and down so much of it. Love. No love. Send.
Oh, no love. Okay. No love whatsoever. Oh no, this is getting serious. Okay. My dearest Ronnie. What do I say? What do I say? Come on, Jeff. Think. Okay. My dearest Ronnie, you really have to see this car. You must wait just a few more months, okay? And I promise, it will be worth it. If you leave me now, you will not see the rewards of this endeavor. And I have to ask, the maintenance man? Really? If you're going to cheat on me, why would you cheat on me with the maintenance man? That guy is a jerk. I mean, his name is Oscar, first of all, and he always smells kind of like a tire, and I just don't understand it. Forever yours, faithful, waiting to see you again on our mattress, Jeff. Send.
My dearest Jeff, I would love to fly away with you in this car.
Good. Okay,
But saying that I do so much yoga now, it looks like I am flying quite a bit. And in the midst of starvation, there is no telling what can happen with the maintenance guy. You eat whatever is around you when you are starving, because you must fulfill that gap of driving a car which does not fly, a car which might never fly. Yours sincerely, truly, ex-lover, Ron.
Okay. I can reply to this. I can definitely reply to this. Ronnie. No, let me scribble that out. Okay, dearest Ronnie, here's the thing. I still love you, okay? So I have given up on the flying car by stealing one from the factory. That's right. By the time you receive this letter, I want you to look outside your window. If I am there, you will see me and I will be able to sweep you out of the window and off into the sunset. If I am not, then it means the prototype probably should not have left the factory, and this is perhaps our last correspondence. Either way, my love is all with you. Jeff.
Wow.
Dearest.
That was crazy. Wow. Insane. Beautiful job. I think we're going to start selling t-shirts that say, "A Woman of Her Caliber" by Chanel, by Sapiwe, but with Chanel. Ugh, orgasmic. All right, let's move on to a challenge game. This one's going to require a little bit of movement. It's called Try That On for Size. Try That On for Size is where you, the audience, will be suggesting a gesture. You say it 3 times fast. Suggesting a gesture that people make. And we will repurpose that visualization for the lulz. So drop it in the chat and we'll get started. Suggestions look good. Keep them coming, though. Let's get a bunch of good ones. Shout out to Juniper Meringue for the douching comment, but not on my watch, sis. All right, somebody put eating ribs at Flanagan's. That means that we're good. Let's get the game started. Our first round of this battle will feature Jasper and Joseph. Get out here, you two.
You're going down, Joseph.
I don't know if this is fair. You're new to the company, Jasper. I just don't want
to. Don't go easy on me, okay? I can take it. Take it.
Jasper, they're coming for your neck.
I know. Look at this neck. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, just because I want to see Jasper do it, you'll both be licking an ice cream cone. Take it away, Jasper.
I'm licking an ice cream cone. Try that on for size.
I'm performing cunnilingus. Try that on for size.
I'm sending an envelope and licking the envelope. Try that on for size.
I'm trying to stick my tongue into an anthill. Try that on for size.
I'm scratching my nose with my whole hand. Try that on for size.
I'm pretending to be a cat and licking my own hand. Try that on for size.
I'm fixing my eyebrows. Try that on for size.
Oh, Jasper, I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry, Jasper, but we don't just let people waltz into our shows without a fight, all right? Listen, you're the winner for this round, and next time we cast Jasper, we'll see what happens. Let's get out our next two. They are Sipiwe versus Lisa. Ooh, Lisa, you taking a dip in the pool?
Yeah.
Yep. You gotta cool off. It's the heat of summer. It's been
Right?
I love your flannel bathing suit. It's absolutely apropos, is what they would call it.
Shit.
All right. You two beautiful ladies will be putting on deodorant. I didn't do it today, but y'all are gonna do it now. Take it away, Sipiwe.
I'm putting on deodorant. Try that for size.
I'm shaving my underarm. Try that on for size.
I'm massaging my armpits. Try that for size.
I'm scratching an itch. Try that on for size.
I'm pushing my bra. Try that for size.
Yoo-hoo, taxi, taxi. Try that on for size.
I'm waving to my friends. Try that for size.
There is something growing in here, and I don't know what it is. Try that on for size.
Ah! Only so many people can win against the legend. Oh, the women of her caliber. Two fierce ladies. I love to see it. All right, and let's end on two more fierce ladies. They are Morgan and Priscilla. Hello, my queens.
Yo.
Tonight, you will be doing what I have been craving for weeks. And I'm on my period now, so I just might order this. Y'all are gonna be eating ribs at Flanagan's. Make sure to get the green cup and take it away, Priscilla.
I'm eating ribs at Flanagan's. Try that on for size.
I'm trying to get out of these handcuffs. Try that on for size.
I'm trying to floss, but I can't reach. Try that on for size.
Meow, I'm using the Snapchat kitty filter. Try that on for size.
Oh, this corn on the cob is the best. Try that on for size.
I'm bench pressing with a very small weight. Try that on for size.
My jaw exercises are actually giving me TMJ. Try that on for size.
No thanks, it's okay. I can do my own dental work. Try that on for size.
Licking the envelope. Try that on for size.
Yay!
Oh my God.
It was shared. It was all shared.
Morgan, you left meat on the bone, girl. You left your meat on the bone. That's what happened, and Priscilla is the winner. Let's move on, guys. But before we do, are you following Villain Theater on Instagram? Are you following us on Twitter? Do you get our updates on Facebook? Make sure to stay tuned to all of the projects that Villain Theater will be offering during this quarantine and beyond by following us on social media, because we're not just, gorgeous people who do a weekly show online on YouTube. We have a beautiful theater. Look at it right there. Man, I sure do miss it. But wear your mask and we'll get closer to that. But that doesn't mean that you have to forget about Villain, because you can buy merch. That's right, go to villaintheater.com, click merch. And if you click take a class, you can see all the different new skills that you can learn throughout quarantine. I know some of you bitches are lonely. I'm lonely too. Where are my single ladies at? This is the perfect opportunity to meet people who are not creepy, which is so hard for women on the internet. Shout out to all the single ladies out there. This suddenly became my video diary. But I really want you to check out Villain Theater on all of our social media and support live local comedy. Did you know that they're closing them all around the country? Villain can be the next hot spot for improv, because we are, baby. We bring villain style improv, the one and only. Oh my God, I'm such a good hype person, but I'm exhausted. Let's move on to our next game. It's called Late Excuse. Late excuse is a game where somebody is terribly late for work for their Zoom meeting to start. They're 10 minutes late, and their bosses are going to try to help them navigate through those excuses that they give every single time. But we're going to need you, the audience, to give us suggestions of excuses why they were late for work today. We've gotten things like traffic, my cat pooped in my eye. Let's get more creative, even though the one I just said is pretty good. Alrighty, we are good. I got some crazy suggestions in the chat. I'm loving it. Guys, thank you so much for supporting Villain. What would we do without our beautiful audience? Stick around, because after this, we're going to have our 5 for 5 stand-up workshop. But now let's bring out the boss and the employee, Morgan and Priscilla. I'm so sorry, but Lisa is terribly late for work today.
Jeez.
If she's late again, just fire her.
I will.
Come on. All right. Her first excuse is that I saw a good one, and somebody said it has to be this deaf. Was that Godzilla was blocking the palmetto.
Oof.
I've used that one too. It doesn't not work. The next one, we are going to use, the FBI hacked her phone and turned off her alarm. Let's just say the FBI turned off her alarm.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it a lot easier on Lisa. Even though I totally believe she is FBI, but that's a whole other stream, huh? Right?
You never know what Lisa is. She's a legend.
You never know. Her last name is not legend. I've said too much. Okay, and for the last excuse, I would put systemic racism, but it's too real. I can't. But it's real. Lisa glued her hand to her face.
I feel like that's happened to me before.
Definitely happened to me, for sure. But I'm really empathetic, so let's go through it again. What's the first excuse?
Godzilla was blocking the palmetto.
The next one?
The FBI turned off her alarms.
Yeah, and the third.
She glued her hand to her face.
Perfect. All right, let's get out Lisa Leyenda.
So as you can see, our sales are down. Lisa, where have you been? We gotta sell Pampers today.
Listen, Godzilla was chasing me and tearing up the town.
Okay, Godzilla has been in town, but how was he chasing you? I thought
he caused a traffic jam. That's why
Really? Where? What road?
68th Street. 168th Street. Eureka Drive.
No, you don't. I know where you live. You don't take 68th Street. It's that road.
836. On 836, there was a Godzilla.
What's that one called?
I
think it's 836.
The Dolphin.
Oh, what's
the Palmetto?
Oh, that one. Yeah. Okay, I heard that in the news, but I don't believe you. Like, what's the next excuse?
Okay, you didn't like that. Well, the Secret Service was waiting for the president to come, and
Secret Service. They've been busy all day.
it was a security person. I got inspected by a security person. They
Oh.
detained me.
What kind of security? Is it one with those like acronyms that they call it for the government with 3 letters or something?
The FBI.
Oh, what did the FBI do?
The FBI detained me. They took all my time. They took my time, and then that's why I'm late.
They take all of our time.
They were
but,
watching me. They were watching me. The FBI was watching me, and I was making bread, and then I
Were you making bread because it was like early this morning? I mean, you didn't have time to do much between when you got up and came here, right? Like what woke you up this morning?
oh, my alarm. The alarm went off, and then that's how come I'm late, because the alarm went off. The FBI was watching me.
The
And-
FBI, your alarm did go off? You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure it went off.
Okay, then what was the FBI doing that made you late?
They flipped me. They took me down. It was a takedown. It was a 3-alarm fire. They turned me around, and then
Oh, they turned it what?
they turned me over.
Priscilla, what are you doing right now? What are you doing?
Oh, sorry, I was just flipping the light switch.
Oh, on or the other one?
The other way, yeah.
Oh, the other way. Okay.
they-
you were-
The-
Okay.
The FBI must have. I flipped off the FBI. And
We all want to do that, but I don't think that happened. What about the FBI and your alarm and off?
spinning. I spun around, and my alarm I turned it off. I turned off my alarm.
You turned it off?
The FBI turned off my alarm.
Oh my God. Okay. You said that happened last week, Lisa. What is your final excuse? And make it real.
All right, look. Okay, this is what really happened. I had a massive toothache.
Oh, I hate that, but your teeth look fine.
Well, okay, my phone was glued to my head. It was super glued to my head, and
Oh my gosh. Glue.
my
I hear
arm was stuck. My hand was stuck.
your hand was
to my
stuck
face
to your face because of what?
because of a Band-Aid, because of tape. I had tape in my hair, and
What
my
was the other-
hand was
What was
stuck.
the other sticky thing you mentioned? It wasn't tape or.
It's glue.
Oh, so what happened?
My hand was glued to my face.
All right, let's get back to work.
She is so full of shit. Oh my God.
At least I still got a job. I'm
Oh
happy.
wow! Oh
There now.
wow, Lisa, go back to the courtroom.
I'm grateful for that.
This is what drives me to drink, guys. This is why I drink 7 cans of Croy a day. I'm this kind of stressed. You think you know someone, but you don't. Oh my God! I just got a phone call on my private line. Who is it? Yeah. Oh, I remember you from Wood Tavern. Yeah. Shut up. But we're in quarantine. Wear a mask. Don't ever call me again. It's so hard to date in Miami. Let's play a game called Dating Profiles. Dating Profiles is a game where we're gonna woo you, the audience members. If you give us a suggestion, we'll turn it into a beautiful piropo. We're gonna win over your heart, guys. You're gonna have to move into my house when you fall in love with me. So drop a suggestion of an everyday object into the chat, and we'll get the wooing started. I hear some sexy music being played. I'm gonna put more blush on. Oh my God, where's my blush stick? I need to get prettier. Oh, Where's my rose? I brought props, and now I can't find them. Fuck it, guys. All right, the first suggestion that we'll be working with is a dog leash. And the first person to come up to our wooing stage is Priscilla Blanco.
Dating me is like using a dog leash to wrap it around me and take me wherever you want.
Ooh, next up, Jasper.
Hey, baby. I'm a lot like a dog leash, practically required in most neighborhoods.
Oh my God.
No.
Joseph Rodriguez.
Hey, baby. I am kind of like a dog leash, but mostly I just love the leather.
Oh my Lord. That leather's so expensive. Morgan Denny.
Hey, baby, I'm like a dog leash. If I invite you over, you better buckle up.
Oh my Lord. And last but not least, Lisa Legend.
I like my lovers like I like my dog collars. And my loving. Off the chain. So 90s.
No.
That was incredible. I wish people would send me those kinds of DMs, you know? I would totally respond. The next suggestion is corkscrew, and the first lover is Joseph.
Hey, baby. I'm like a corkscrew. I hope that your pieces sort of just break inside of me.
Pussy! That's right. See, Priscilla Blanco. Apropos.
Dating me is like using a corkscrew. I'm gonna have you popping off.
Suck.
Let's get Jasper out here.
I like my lovers like I like my corkscrews. They always seem to hurt me when I use them.
Oh my God. Jasper kind of looks like that guy from that show on HBO with the lips. Yeah. Let's get Morgan Denny.
Hey, baby, dating me is like dating a corkscrew. If you hear a pop, that's fine. Just keep going.
No.
Nut. Let's get Lisa Legend.
Hey, baby. I like my lovers like I like my corkscrews. Twisted.
And last but not least, let's get Sipiwe.
I like my lovers like I like my corkscrews. Screwing in deeper.
A woman of her caliber! She must be satisfied. And now for the final suggestion, Christmas tree. Take it away, Priscilla Blanco.
Dating me is like having a Christmas tree. You don't want to get rid of it after the new year.
Aww, let's get Joseph Rodriguez.
Dating me is like dating a Christmas tree. The surprises of the present is much better than the present itself.
That worked. Let's get Lisa Legend.
Hey, baby. After my lovin', you gonna light up like a Christmas tree.
And last but not least, Morgan Denny.
Hey, baby, I like my lovers like I like my Christmas trees with a big stump.
No.
That's all for dating profiles. We're all still alone. Thank you all for watching tonight. We've got one more game, and then we're going to switch over to our 5for5 stand-up workshop graduation showcase. So if you've got a buddy in that show, or you just want to support live local comedy, stay tuned. Our next game is called Tank of Sharks. Tank of Sharks is just like Shark Tank. You know, the one with the white guys and the one woman every time. This one's way more fun though, because we're going to be featuring a product, a celebrity endorsement, disclaimer, and we're going to need the product name. That's all our improviser will know beforehand, and then they'll have to present their product to the sharks. So let's get a product feature, a celebrity who will endorse this product, a side effect, a disclaimer, something wrong with it. And most importantly, let's get the product name. Anthony Fauci been through enough? Leave him alone. Good suggestion. Keep the suggestions coming. I'm gonna keep drinking through it. Is it spiked? No one will ever know. It's not. All right, I think we've got everything we need. Bring me back, Peter. And let's get out our 3 sharks. Let's get Joseph, Morgan, and Priscilla. Hello. It's been a pretty good show thus far. Let's end with a banger. Joseph, you're going to be doing the feature. And the feature of this product is that it lowers the temperature of the room by 5 degrees. Pretty functional.
Yeah, I would
Cool.
like it, but it's
It would be nice, right?
not for my head. It wouldn't. I have no hair.
Works for me.
Oh, here. I'm so sorry. All right. Our celebrity endorsement, Morgan. It's going to be Courtney Love. All right. And the disclaimer. Let's see if they put a good one. Oh, they certainly did. It might give you explosive diarrhea. So that's for you, Priscilla, to handle, okay?
Relatable.
All right, sharks. Fight for the best deal possible if you think you've got a good product. Here we go. Let's bring out our entrepreneur, Jasper.
This product is something else.
All right, sharks. So,
Your product is named Maxilax.
Maxilax. Okay. Well, in conclusion, sharks, thank you so much for listening to my presentation. In the words of the great William Shakespeare himself, the sun itself sees not until heaven clears. We really believe that this is going to have a big, big, big impact on the whole entire world, and I'm excited to get you on board as an investor. Now, thank you so much. Do you have any questions?
Yes, Jasper, I love this product. I absolutely love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm wondering though, this Maxilax really looks like it's got good applicability at nighttime, right? When you need to,
Absolutely.
cool down, no?
What was that last part? When you need to do what?
When you've got to cool down.
Yeah. After a long, hard day, absolutely. It is refreshing. It is cooling, stimulating. It is a lot of adjectives, but most of all, it definitely makes your bed cold, which is something that you needed to do because you don't want to sleep in a hot bed.
Right. Well, of course. But I'm wondering, what is, I guess, the difference between the Maxilax and I suppose the a thermostat.
Oh, well, the thermostat is so 20th century. I mean, that's the thing you had and your grandparents had, a thermostat. Maxilax is what allows your whole apartment or house to cool off. It's like air conditioning for the future. It makes your whole life cold.
Right, because as I understand it, it cools in specific increments, no?
Yeah, definitely. It's Celsius. Yeah, we use Celsius.
Sure. Well, I suppose Celsius is good for the metric folks over like myself in Europe. But is there a intervals that it perhaps it cools down by?
Like degrees? Are you talking about degrees? I think you're a little dense, Judge. No offense. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm sorry. Oh, damn it. My co-founder, Sam, too offensive. Yeah, it makes it a couple degrees colder. 10 degrees colder.
Oh, I don't like it if it's 10 degrees colder. Could it be a bit, I suppose, a bit less?
1 degree colder.
No, I don't really care for it if it's 1 degree colder.
9 degrees colder. 8 degrees colder. 7 degrees colder.
I'm not liking this at all.
Okay.
Could it be like if, Abraham
5 degrees colder.
Yeah, I kind of like that. 5 degrees colder. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant, Jasper. Thank you.
Yeah, well, okay. I mean, I absolutely
invest.
I agree. So any other questions?
Yeah, well, regarding the celebrity spokesperson, I really like your choice. I might even like feel something stronger than like towards your choice.
Oh yeah, you might have like an emotional reaction, you know? A lot of people say that Mark Zuckerberg is hard to get, but we got him, you know?
Oh, no, I'm not talking about Mark Zuckerberg. I'm talking about this person I believe was married to Kurt Cobain, and I just love her. I really like her.
Yeah. You know, I know exactly who you mean. Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love. You know,
Yes.
it's a time tale as old as time. Am I right? Yeah, Courtney has been great. She's on board.
Wonderful. I'll give you 10,000 for 3%.
All right, I'm going to consider that. But last judge, do you have a question?
Yeah, looking at your numbers, it seems like your product looks like a bombastic kind of product, you know?
Yeah, it is very bombastic. It's very loud.
Yeah, it's loud, but it feels like it could blow up, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I mean, there are some disclaimers that are going to be on the outside of the box when you buy it. It could explode. It could explode in your hand. It could explode in your kitchen. You know, it's possible.
I feel like, some people might complain that it's causing physical reactions, you know?
Oh, like making you sneeze?
It could come out of, other holes too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Well, it does. I didn't want to have to do this because I know this is a TV show, but it gives you some pretty bad explosive diarrhea. You know, it's a bad problem, but we're working on that. We absolutely plan to have it phased out by the next version.
Hey, listen, I'm going to give you 10% for 50.
Oh, okay. All right. That sounds good. What about you?
Jasper, I'm going to only take, 5%, mate, for $250,000.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to say no to you. I'm sorry. And the last one?
Oh, I think I still stand 10,000 for 3%. I don't like diarrhea that much.
I'm going to go with you, Morgan. Definitely. I think that sounds like the best deal. You've got the connections, and plus Courtney said she's a big fan of your work, so she wants to meet you.
Wonderful.
All right. That was Think of Sharks. Thank you all for tuning in to our comedy class this week. I'm just going to briefly brush my hair because I've got a date later on. No, I don't. Stay home. Black Lives Matter. Support your local comedy theater, and stay tuned for our 5 for 5 stand-up workshop. And before we go, let's bring out the cast of Comedy Clash.
Woo!
Woo!
Great show, everybody, and welcome, Jasper.
Thanks. Good.
Welcome.
Good night.
Bye, y'all.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in or staying tuned in. If you guys are just tuning in, then you missed an amazing comedy class show. We have that going on every single Friday. And if you want to watch more improv this weekend, we have improv tomorrow as well with Missed Calls, Spacetime First Contact, and we have another stand-up show tomorrow. But tonight is all about these people, these comedians who have trained so hard to get here. They've worked for 5 weeks to get all new content ready just for you at home. So before I get started, my name is Anastasia Palinskaya, but I want to show you all the beautiful comedians that will be joining you tonight. So if they could please turn on their cameras and you can see their faces. Oh, look at these people. Yes. Oh my goodness. The best thing about stand-up is you see all these people, they're so different. They are diverse. They have a diversity of comedy, and you're going to get to hear all of that tonight. So if you guys can turn off your cameras, it's going to be about me for a second. We want to make sure that the show's suspenseful for all of you. So we want to make sure that you don't get all the good content out there. But for the comedians, please turn on your mics so you could laugh at each other. And we hope at home that you will be laughing as well. Like I said, my name is Anastasia. I am an improviser here at Villain Theater, but I also do stand-up. I've been doing stand-up for a little bit. But, you know, I knew early on that I was meant to be a star. It's true. My name is Anastasia, and when I moved to the United States when I was 3 years old, we moved to an area called Anastasia Island. So just picture me, 3 years old, looking around, I see like Anastasia State Park, Anastasia Street, Anastasia Strip Club. Nothing spells it out better than seeing your name in lights to know that you're about to become a... Yeah, the world's in a pretty crazy place, but something that I realized recently is that if you want to become president, you're the president. The president isn't like a position, it's not a person, it's a mentality. And by that, I mean, if you want to be president of anything, you should maybe get psychological help. I don't mean that as like an insult or anything. I actually had big president energy. I actually had a teddy bear named George Washington growing up. Yes. Not many girls get to say their first kiss was George Washington. But, I realized like George Washington is very similar. My George Washington is very similar to the real George Washington because they are both white and most likely made from child labor. Yeah. If you don't want to get American history completely ruined for you, don't Google it, but you should stay woke. That's what Villain Theater is all about. My parents don't always really like a lot of these jokes that I make that are more on like controversial side because, they're my parents. But my mom doesn't really like anything because, she's a Russian mom. And I don't know if you're familiar with the term Cold War. Just a term for resting bitch face. Yeah. But I don't mean that as like an insult against my parents. I mean, my parents are great. Things are a lot better for us right now. When we moved to the United States, my parents were very strict with me. I was a young girl from Russia, and they wouldn't let me do anything. I remember asking my mom if I could play soccer, and she's like, "No, Anastasia, you cannot play football. If you play football, you'll break your legs, you'll have crooked legs, and no man will ever want to marry you." I was 7. I got a little bit older. I asked my dad if I could get braces. He's like, "No, Anastasia, we used to beat up kids in Russia with braces. I will not have that for my daughter. I will not." My dad is also the guy from The Room. Oh, hi, Mark. But then I got a little bit older and I realized, like straight legs, crooked teeth, still a husband. So I started asking questions, and that's when I found out we had just been broke that entire time. Yeah, things got better. Things better now. And we have a great show for all of you tonight. We have lots of great stories from different people. Thank you for letting me share mine. But this show is not just about me. It's about it's not about me at all, actually. You will see a lot of me, but I'm filler. These people are the real stars. So for your first comedian of the night, she is also an improviser at Villain Theater. You could see her in shows like Quarantine Roadshow. Put your hands together for Raquel.
Yes, thank you, Anastasia, for that beautiful introduction. If you don't follow Anastasia on Instagram, you're missing out. She posts great content. Shout out to Villain Theater as well. It's been a pleasure to get to meet everyone, to get to perform. But it's my first 5 for 5 class. You know, I was a little nervous thinking about everything that I had to do, but I just kept coming back to the same story. I was like, what kind of psycho dates a married man for a whole year? And then I just kept thinking about it, and it didn't leave my mind, right? Because as a young girl, you grow or boy, or non-binary gender homo sapien, whichever way you feel under the rainbow. When we grow up, we have this idea, right, about love and flowers and long walks along the park and hitting it from behind. So romantic. I always wanted to do all those things, but unfortunately, I started dating by the time that I got to college, which was right about the same time that I started driving. And as we know from our from our comedy class previously, the Palmetto is no freaking joke, okay? My dating life is equally represented by the amount of car crashes that there are on the Palmetto, all right? You're driving, I was flowing, I was dancing in the club, got my groove on, be like, hola papi chulo, ¿cómo estás? And then I end up in a relationship. I was like, all right, he's cute, me gusta, da lindo. 2 months down the line, things are great. And then I see my first red flag, okay? Now, I don't know if you've heard of red flags, but they look a lot like big red stop signs along the street when you're driving on the Palmetto. Now, like every freaking Floridian, nobody fucking listens to the stop signs, right? So neither did I. I drove right through the first one. All right, he doesn't have a Facebook. That's fine. He could just not be into technology. Boom, right? We hit the second red flag. All right, he also doesn't have an Instagram, an active email account. He doesn't have a secure record. But you know what? He's so cute, and he's Brazilian, and oi, boa noite, he speaks Portuguese. So, I keep walking down through the Palmetto. 6 months down the line, I get a phone call. My beautiful boyfriend has a wife. No, por aquí se salió, voy a llamar a Jesucristo, a Dios, a todo el mundo, porque aquí se reventó Cuba, okay? So I'm heated. There I am, heated, 6 months in my beautiful long walks on the beach relationship, and I find he has a wife. I said, okay, that's cool. She's older than me. She don't look like me. I got this, okay? I'm not a wedding crasher or whatever they're called. But he can come to me. I get a phone call from the wife. Now, mind y'all, okay? This woman is living in Brazil. She only speaks Portuguese. So you know what I do? I go and learn Portuguese, all right? I Google Translate that, be like, oi, boa noite, safada, pinga. That means, that's a drink in Brazilian, okay? That's not the bad word in Cuban, just FYI, because I know we got a lot of Cubans in the house. So I can't believe I retrospect my life, and I can't believe I ended in that mess, dating a married man who ended up having a Facebook, red alert, okay? 3 kids on the Facebook that he blocked me. este va a morir. So I do what I can, and I call up my people, you know, back in my home country, and I'd be like, listen, I need you to call me a hitman. We gotta see.
Oh my God.
Right? It ended up not having to go that far, but I will say that I learned a couple things. If you're dating a married man, here's a couple things. One, leave, okay? They will never leave their wife for you, no matter how good looking Beyonce wannabe you are, okay? Two, get a hobby, okay? That man is not your life, okay? He doesn't revolve around it. And rule number 3, when you come across a red flag, you better fucking stop. Thank you guys. That was my night. Make sure to follow Villain on YouTube and keep following our show.
Woo! Give it up for Raquel, everyone! Yeah! In case you guys are wondering why I keep looking here and there, I am actually streaming through a camera because Villain Theater is committed to bringing super high-tech production, which just means I nerded out on Amazon and bought too much shit. So if it's a little weird, I'm sorry, but we're all getting used to this. A couple months into the pandemic. What year is it, really? Alrighty, so up next, we have Brandon Eisner, everyone. Put your hands together.
Ooh. I had this big entrance planned. I was going to beatbox the show by Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh, but friggin' COVID ruins everything. I'm Brandon. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. I moved to New York City as soon as I was old enough to study theater. I ended up staying out there for about 12 years. Then I moved back to Cleveland for 8 years to study urban planning. Started working for a commercial real estate company. They moved me down to Tampa about 2 years ago, and then they moved me to South Florida about a year ago. So I've been kind of nomadic in my life, and I'm realizing that's had a negative effect on me. So people that I work with, they knew right away what they wanted to do with their lives. And so they put down roots. So they've got, you know, great social circles. They're far along in their careers, great families, beautiful houses. And then moving to South Florida, it's only been multiplied with the purple Lamborghinis and the orange Ferraris and those gorgeous houses on Star Island with the docks and the boats. And then I have my 1-bedroom apartment and I drive my Kia Soul. And it's made me realize that I have not properly cultivated my white male privilege. But I'm officially middle-aged now, which that's okay. I'm a proud member of Gen X. We've gotten to see amazing advancements in technology, and in video games is one of the things that just blow me away. I played Pong as a kid, and then, you know, the games now with the deep storylines and the gorgeous art, voice talent, it's just amazing. So a while back, I was at my friend's house, and he's a single dad of 2 kids, and his youngest, his 14-year-old son, was playing Fallout 4, which is this post-apocalyptic survival game. And within this game, you can get non-player characters to help you out in your quests. And so he's normally been palling around with this guy, Paladin Dance, who's this ex-soldier. He's got power armor, heavy weaponry, can get you out of any situation. But this night he turns it on, and his companion is Piper. Now, Piper's kind of hot, and she's kind of alternative. She's Antifa, member of the independent media. And so I say, hey, Piper, huh? And he doesn't really answer. And so I turned to my friend, and we kind of exchanged a knowing glance because we've played this game, and we both know that your character can have sex with Piper. Well, we heard that your character could have sex with Piper. I don't know. But anyway, so my friend asked his son, he said, so are you and Piper hitting it? So video games even help parents have the talk with their kids. Now, I'm not sure how the talk went that night because 3 years later, he was sent off to the Navy, so I'm guessing not well. Another thing about Gen X that's just amazing is the things that people made such a big deal about that seems so silly now, like the parental advisory explicit lyric stickers that they used to put on albums. Now, these targeted mainly hip hop and rap artists, which there's definitely an element of racism there, but part of me thinks that they were targeted just because it's, you know, poetry spoken over a bass line and a drum beat. So it's a little bit easier to pick up the lyrics than, say, a song where, you know, if the voice is beautiful, sometimes the lyrics don't really matter. But what I've been doing lately is I've been monologuing some of the lyrics of these 80s and 90s artists that did not get parental advisory explicit lyric stickers. And let me tell you something, the lyrics are a little disturbing. In 1980, Benny Mardones recorded Into the Night, and the song charted to number 11 on the Billboard. And the lyrics go like this. She's just 16 years old. Leave her alone, they say.
Oh, no.
Separated by fools who don't know what love is yet. If I could fly, I'd pick you up and take you into the night and show you love like you've never seen. I mean, Jesus Christ, who the hell wrote these lyrics? Is that Trump, Clinton, and Epstein smoking cigars on the island? Now, conversely, if you take hip hop lyrics of that time, they come off like Shakespearean verse. Here's a passage from the works of Sir Mix-a-Lot. I like big butts. I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny that when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. You want to pull up tough because you noticed that butt was stuffed deep in the jeans she's wearing. I'm hooked, and I can't stop staring. Oh, baby, I want to get with you and take your picture. My homeboys tried to warn me, but that butt you've got makes me so horny. See, it's poetry. So I've had a lot of disruption in my life, but there's been great moments. I once got to swing dance to the Branford Marsalis Band live. I once got to hug Q-Tip after a concert at the Blender Theater, and now I've done one more because I've done stand-up in front of a live audience. I'm Brandon Eisner. Thank you very much.
Yay!
Get up for Brandon, everyone. Alrighty, is Amy in here? Let's see. Nope, not yet. Thank you guys for everyone who's been tuning in, by the way. So we have over 60 people watching right now. And I just want to say, if you're not yet subscribed, then what are you doing? Subscribe right now, like this video. It's a free way to support this amazing comedy space. And we already have Amy. I see Amy. Alrighty, we had a sneak peek, but now let's see the real thing. Put your hands together for the lovely Amy. Or not.
I'm here. I'm sorry.
There she is already. There she is. Amy, everyone. Woo!
Technology is not my forte, so I apologize for that. And also because of where I'm at, but I'm happy to be here and happy to share some stuff about my life. To begin with, let's see. So I am currently in what they call a potential midlife crisis, where I am trying to unlearn many things that I've learned throughout my life, mostly thanks to my mother and my grandmother. Some things are great. So, you know, I'm a decent human being, I'm kind and that sort of thing. But some things have traumatized me and have really fucked me up. But just to get back into it really fast, basically, I was a very naive and gullible child. I listened to them, was a very good kid. And what they did to me is that they traumatized me when it came to sex and basically terrified me to the point that I thought you needed to be a virgin until you got married. When I was 12 years old, my mother told me that, and mind you, 12 years old, freshly menstruating, she tells me, oh my God, you cannot wear a tampon. And I'm like, all my friends are wearing tampons. How come I can't wear a tampon? And basically she says, if you wear a tampon, you're going to have sex and you're going to be a whore. So apparently tampons are sex. So I didn't even know what sex was, but I was like, okay, I guess that's a bad thing, right? Then, you know, I'm a little bit older and my mom tells me, hey, you know, you can't let a boy go down on you. And I was like, what are you even talking about? She's like, you know, that's, you know, if you do that, you're going to have sex and you're gonna be a whore. So apparently everything that can, you know, touches your vagina or enters your vagina makes you a whore. And you have to avoid that at all costs because you got to be ladylike, you know. And the second thing also is that my grandma tells me that if you let boys fondle your boobies, apparently your boobs sag, but guess what? They sag anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Right? So that really doesn't matter. But the point of the story is that they scared me so much into, you know, like, you can't have sex, you have to wait till you get married. And then the ironic part is that years later, they're like, so when are you gonna give me grandkids? And it's like, I have to wait to get married to have sex. And they're like, no, you don't have to wait anymore. We just told you that we thought it was gonna take you a really long time. So I was like, oh, so basically I've been deprived for so many years. I could have had sex. And okay, so now what do I do? So in today's day and age, what does a young virgin, and when I virgin, I'm not talking about like a born again virgin, like somebody that hasn't had sex in a long time, or a woman that has never, you know, come or anything like that. I'm talking about full on virgin, you know, only know sex theoretically based off of what they see on like movies, PG-13, or like whatever their friends, because my friends are whores, but they're amazing. I see you, Dusty. I hope you're watching. And but whatever. So I've never dated in the traditional way, so I do online, because online is the way to go. People swipe left, swipe right, the whole thing. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna start dating, and I'm gonna meet somebody, and we're gonna have an amazing relationship, and then this will be the person.
Oh no, it seems that. Oh, okay, Amy, you're good. You froze for a moment.
Difficulties. I'm in a vehicle, guys. So this is modern times. Modern times. So okay. So I'm on online dating, or trying to online date. A lot of my friends, I thought it was something great because I know people that they've gotten married from online dating. So I'm thinking this is going to be a great experience. It's not going to be bad. But all I receive, literally, all I ever receive, without ever seeing one in real life, are dicks. Dicks on dicks on dicks on dicks. That's all I ever get. So I'm like, what do I do with this? You know? So I'm just like, okay, how do I compare this? What do I do? Thankfully, a very nice and considerate gentleman. Ooh, more technology. A very nice gentleman shares a picture of their dick next to a tube of toothpaste. And I have to thank him because, one, I know he has gum health and he takes care of his teeth. And two, now I have something to compare it to. So I'm going to leave you guys with just a little more information, and rather not more information, but let you know I'm going to look into more information about dicks, and it's my time. So I'm going to let you go and continue driving because I'm not. So later, guys. Woo!
Yay. Get up for Amy. Yeah. Please drive safe. And Joseph Rodriguez said in the comments that your grandma sounds like Coach Carr, so he gets it. Alrighty, up next we have Jackie Lara. Everyone, put your hands together. Woo! Yay!
All right, thank you, Anastasia. Hi, everyone. Everybody, welcome from your bedrooms, your cars, and possibly your toilets. I hope you guys are having a better day than me. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. So for the past several years, a lot of things have changed for me. I've managed to have a baby. I've managed to keep the baby weight. It's not easy. She's 7 now. You know, which technically, I mean, I fit into my maternity clothes. No, that's a lie. They're a little tight. Another no. I got pregnant at 17. I know what you're thinking. She ruined her life. You're fucking right. I could have been on 16 and pregnant. Okay. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? They say 16 and pregnant, but I saw 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, like 17-year-olds. Fuck, I even saw an episode with a 20-year-old. I don't know, but there's no teen in 20, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of there. You know, that's probably, yeah, it's got to be definitely top worst mistake I've done. One of them. I could have been famous now, you know, but no, actually, instead, I got disowned. So I come from a small island. It's called Key Largo, Florida, if you know anything about that. So yeah, so small island, word got around, I was pregnant. I guess ignorance is a thing, and they thought it was contagious. People stopped coming around me, stopped hanging out, you know, no worries. I didn't cry. I didn't write anything in my diary about it, you know, whatever. So, you know, had no friends. So I just started recently going out. I've realized like I've been fucking cleaning up piss, shit, and throw up. And that sounds like the last time I went out. So I was like, fuck, you know, practically thinking I need to fucking, take myself out, get shit faced. I deserve it. Treat yourself, right? So yeah, I get all dressed up, which again, I don't know what that is, mom like. And I go to the local bar, and nobody fucking gave me the fucking memo that you don't go out at 8. 8 o'clock, no one's there. You got people just opening up. They're still setting up chairs. Yeah. So, but I was like, fuck it, I'm already there, right? Like, why not fucking get shit faced? Fuck it. So I'm sitting there getting drunk. I probably had, I don't know, 3 shots, 2 beers, and then I ended it up with vodka and soda with lime, because got to keep it classy. So I look at the time, and it's 11 p.m. And fuck, man, it's past my bedtime, God damn it. So I stepped out, and I'm heading to my car, and I'm stumbling. I'm pretty drunk. First of all, I haven't been out in a while. And fucking I look up from one of my little, fucking almost fucking falling out, and I fucking see my high school reunion. Like, holy fuck. The fucking one I was gonna skip out on, say I'm sick or something. God fuck. And in my small island, everyone's fucking fake. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fake as fuck too. So I got people coming up and like, oh my God, Jackie, how are you? I'm like, oh my God, girl, how are you? Kiss. You look fabulous, And here's where I fucking hate it. They've never given a fuck about me, obviously, or my pregnancy, and they decide they want to tell me or ask me, better yet, so hey, where's your daughter? Are you fucking assuming I don't know where my fucking daughter is? She's in the fucking car, okay? I'm a great fucking mother, did you not hear about the 6 months of breastfeeding I did, and now I'm stepping over my fucking titties? What do you mean? I'm a great fucking mother, but it's okay. I'm a great fucking mother. And so I turn, and I'm at this point, I'm pissed, I'm drunk. And all I could think of is like, fuck, I want to get out of here so fucking bad. And I'm like, fuck you, my daughter's waiting. I'm a great fucking mother. Tripped over my tits. I'm Jackie. Thank you. That's all the time.
Woo! Give it up for Jackie, everyone. Yeah. Alrighty. I'm not sure if we have Steve on deck, but I do not see Steve. Is Steve being let in? Let's see. Meanwhile, while I'm here, I just want to say, if you want to be like these funny individuals that we have here tonight, you can do it. Villain Theater has another 5 for 5 class starting real soon. I think on Wednesday, if I'm mistaken. But if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Go on the Villain Theater website and check it out for yourself. Not only is there a 5 for 5 class starting, there's also a VT1, a VT2. So yes, you can do improv from home, Villain Theater style. But I see Steve now. Steve is up. So I won't babble on anymore. You'll hear more. We like to keep the suspense going. But for now, put your hands together for Steve.
Woo. Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name's Steve. But hi, everyone. My name is Steve. Hi, everyone. My name's Steve. But like my Cuban family used to call me Eti, because apparently the V is not pronounced in Cuban. As you can probably tell, I was born in the 80s. And the 80s was a different time, man, a different world. And nothing shows that more than, you used to be able to buy a car, nice car for a couple $1,000. You could get a decent job without even a high school diploma. But most notably, you could beat the living shit out of your kids in public and nobody really gave a damn. See, society, we've come a long way since then. And, all this nurturing and creating an emotionally stable human wasn't the norm. Like, for example, breakfast time at my house was right before school, café con leche with Cuban bread. Think about that. That's Cuban coffee with sugar, milk with sugar, and bread. Also another sugar. So I was in school like a fucking rocket ship trying to get out of my chair, and they expected me to behave good in school. And my grandma, she raised me. She was a political prisoner for 12 years in Cuba. And to say that she was a disciplinarian is putting it mildly. And she had a way with words when it came to expressing her frustration whenever I got on her nerves. Here are a couple of my favorite examples of hers. Here's one. Esti, vas a recibir más golpe que un tambor en tiempo de feria. Which means, Steve, you're going to get beat more than a drum during a music festival. Yeah. This one she usually saved for whenever we were in public and in close quarters to other people. She would say, Eti, and then she would do this thing with her tongue. She would bite her tongue just to show me her fury. Eti, me tienes la papaya hinchada. Right?
Oh, no.
Which, to the untrained ear, it sounds like, it says, Steve, you have my fruit swollen. But a little bit is lost in translation because what she actually said is, Steve, you have my fucking pussy swollen. Yeah, that one left the mark. We were poor, and she came from even more poverty. And nothing showed that more when it was shower time. And I don't know how it was at your home. Maybe you were able to fill up the bathtub, play with your bubbles. Maybe you had water toys. But we had to go in the shower, turn it on, turn the water on, turn it back off, and lather up, turn it right back on, and turn it right off. If not, you would hear, if you weren't there, you were there too long, you would hear, Eti, and it just knew that you needed to turn that water off really quick. But I remember it was 3rd grade, elementary school, and it was right before Christmas break when we have the Secret Santa exchange. And that morning I woke up, I told Grandma, look, there's a gift exchange at school, and I have to bring a present. She was like, a present? A present for who? I was like, I don't know, it's a secret. And she was like, okay, wait right here. So I was there having my latte and my cigarette before school, and she came back with this beautiful little present. It was about this big. Had a nice little bow on it. Very nice. And I was all proud. And here I am. I'm going to school. I go there. I put it under the tree. And you know how it is the last day before school ends. Everyone's real giddy. Everyone's looking under the tree, trying to figure out what's what. And at the end of class, the teacher's giving out the presents. And I remember one kid, he got a radio control car. I got a Voltron action figure. And then there was that one kid, you just hear it. He was like, a handkerchief? I got a handkerchief? All right, folks. That was my grandma. I'm Steve. Eti. Have a good night.
Yay.
Woo! Put your hands together for Steve, everyone. Yeah. Alrighty. So, before we introduce Grace, I did want to show all the different classes that Villain Theater has to offer. If you want to be like these funny people, then you can take 5 for 5. You can take musical improv. level 1 improv, and there's also level 2, in addition to sketch writing and all these other things. So it's your time to shine. Also, I don't see any more subscribers to this video. We're so close to having 69 in the number of subscribers that we have.
Oh my.
If you want things to get sexy, then it's up to you, people of the internet. Alrighty, but you already saw her, and I don't want to keep you waiting. So put your hands together for Grace Mead, everyone. Woo! Yay!
Thank you, Anastasia. My name is Grace Mead, as she said. And in the last 6 weeks, the world famous children's author, J.K. Rowling, has accused me of creating a climate of fear and inducing justifiable terror. Now, admittedly, she didn't write this to me, but I am openly transgender, and I write and I speak advocating that trans women have access to women's spaces safely and without stigma. And in early June, J.K. Rowling wrote this essay, and she seems to have 2 big concerns. Her first is, and it's a little difficult to tell, that either people accidentally transition or that I might change my mind. And she draws on her own personal experience and says when she was a teenager, she had some ambivalence about her assigned sex. Well, I hate to correct you, Ms. Rowling, but ambivalence ain't gonna get you there. If you're worried about a complete renovation, and she elsewhere makes clear in more blunt language that is what she's concerned about, it takes quite a bit more. To start at top, simply the electrolysis to remove facial hair requires some 40 sessions. Before each one, you have to grow it out for 72 hours. And then they find the hair follicle with a needle, each individual one, and they burn it shut for 6 hours.
No.
And if the whiskers on your face bother you more than 6 hours of searing pain, you might be transgender. Or the time I went to go see the endocrinologist. And we were talking about a 5-year hormone treatment. And I said, doctor, I've read a lot. And I said, is it true that you can expect half the cup size of your mother and sister? And he says, yes, that's right. I said, but doctor, I don't want them to get smaller. So of course I went to visit a surgeon to take care of both the second story and the first story. And of course, everyone straight is obsessed with the plumbing and electrical work.
Oh my.
And I went to him about, remedying the shortcomings of the hormone therapy. And we were discussing, and apparently the best surgeons in the world, you don't pick a precise size. They get you on the table, they look at your bone structure, and then they make the choice. And we were talking about a range, which is evident. And he says, where do you live? And I said, Miami. And he says, oh, you'll fit right in. Actually, you could go bigger. And I did. Now, I got both the top story and the bottom story done at the same time. And the day after the surgery, I woke up in the hospital and my therapist called me. And she said to me, well, I think you were ready. And I responded, I sure as hell hope so. We made some fairly permanent decisions here. Now, Ms. Rowling also seems to think we are scared. This is the woman who gave us Lord Voldemort, who killed Harry Potter's parents when he was an infant, who enslaved the house elves and was so fearsome, a worldwide community would not speak his name. And she, again, a little tacky, but it is what she's focused on. She's very focused on bathrooms, not a subject that, as my grandmother would say, is appropriate for mixed company. I use the bathroom she thinks I should use. I was at a movie theater. I was kind of upset. And so I, lost in my own head, inadvertently walked into the men's room. and about a year ago. And this lovely gentleman was at the urinal and he let out a squeal, and I would imitate it, but no speech therapist is going to get my voice that high. And he started watering the wall. So I certainly scared someone in a bathroom, but it was because I was using the bathroom she told me I should use. You know, at the end of the day, trans people just ain't that scary. No one is staying up at night worrying about RuPaul. But if I am so scary, perhaps I should follow her lead and write novels with scary characters in them. Because the one thing I will take advice from her on is how to fabricate facts. Thank you. My chosen name is me.
Oh my.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. We have a couple of comedians left. I do want to mention, thank you guys for getting us to 30 likes for this video. You guys are so good at participating. And because you're so good at participating, I'm gonna tell you more things to do. So go on Instagram and follow Villain Theater to see more about what things we have going on. Because I'm just saying for myself, but I can tell this event is a success. These people are amazing. And if you want to see more people like this, then find out what the hell is going on with Villain Theater by subscribing to our social media channels. Thank you. Alrighty. So we have a couple more comedians. So up next, we have Sonia. Put your hands together. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Hi, guys. Do you guys have that annoying friend who is just very good at reaching life milestones, right? They just do it one after another, and it's just so annoying to watch them do it. Well, I am actually that annoying friend. I got married when I was 27. We bought a house when I was 28. We had a kid when I was 30. I got my first chin hair when I was 31. I got divorced when I was 32, possibly on the account of chin hair. I don't know. And now that I'm 35, I find myself researching smart lipo while eating chocolate cake. So sounds about right. Coming right along here. By the 40th, I really hope to get better at divorce. I didn't get a single dollar last time. I don't know what I did wrong. This boob job is not going to pay for itself. So I got to do better next time. In the meantime, so I thought I'll, dip my toes back into the dating pool while I'm sort of single. I was a little nervous at first, it's intimidating, but I quickly realized that being a slut is just like riding a bike. You get right back into it, So if anybody has any doubts, you'll get it back. You'll get your magic back. So don't you worry. So of course, I was having a really good time for a while, and kind of having maybe a little too good a time. I got this whole rotation going. So then I thought, you know what, maybe I should slow down a little bit. I thought, I could get murdered or something, and no one's gonna know who did it, There'd just be too much DNA out there. They wouldn't even know where to start. So anyways, so I thought, online dating is sort of where it's at. And I was hoping that the bad pickup lines are going to fully transition to online also. But no, they still happen in real life. I was walking from work, and we're talking, it's quarantine time, right? So like yoga pants, and I had a mask on, okay? I had a mask. And this car pulls up next to me, and out of the back seat, it was packed with some like really young looking dudes. And out of the back seat, the guy inquires if I would like to ride a magic carpet with a genie. Now, two things, okay? First, genies do not need a magic carpet to fly, okay? You should know that by now. Like, read a book, And two, holy shit, I'm a MILF. Like no one told me this is gonna happen. I mean, I know that I had a child, right? But like nobody explained to me that that's what makes you a MILF. I mean, I should have put two and two together. So that led me on a whole week of self-discovery. And I was dating this guy at a time. So I asked him, I was like, hey, am I a MILF? So he goes, oh yeah, you're a major MILF. Hold on. I have a lot of questions, and you seem to be the guy with the answers. So, major MILF. Is that like a 2-star situation? Like, am I like going through the ranks and I didn't even know that? Am I supposed to be reporting to somebody? Like, hold on. Like, what's the chain of command? Do we have a general? Is this thing organized? Was I supposed to be like training surgeon MILFs? Guys, I am so sorry. I guess I've been like slacking off this whole time. Whoever had to like pick up the slack, I am so sorry. Major MILF Sonia reporting for duty. So before I sign off, I want to leave you guys with one piece of advice, and this is for the guys in the audience. If you guys have an online account, the dating profile, I just have one question. What is up with all the fishing photos? You know what I'm talking about, right? It's the guy on the boat posing with his prized possession of a fish. I mean, I appreciate the fact that you're resourceful. I do. But how do, like, that picture is probably really, really old. How do I know how old it is? You know what? I bet that picture is like 2 years old, and that fish looks nothing like it does in the photo. Okay, so ditch the fish pics, stick with the dick pics. My name is Sonia. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Give it up for Sonia. There you go. Stick to the dick pics. Alrighty. Wise words. We are on our last meeting of the night, guys. Can you believe this? This is insane. Thank you to all of you who've been watching this show. We started at 8:30. It's amazing. And we really appreciate you welcoming us to your home or your computer. Please don't watch us on the toilet. I mean, I guess you can, but it's a little bit weird. Alrighty, so without further ado, our last meeting of the night. This person is a performer at Villain Theater, and when I say performer, I mean just true performer. A true star. Give it up for Santiago.
I want to start my set with a disclaimer. I'm Mexican, and I'm telling you this because I don't want anyone to come at me for making fun of Mexican people. Okay, I'm allowed to make fun of the Mexicans. I will also be slut shaming, which I'm also allowed to do as a proud member of this subset of the population. In fact, I am such a hoe that my coronavirus test came back positive for chlamydia. Slutty. I will also be making fun of alcoholism, but that's just because drunks are so funny. I'm kidding. I'm an alcoholic. I'm allowed to make fun of drunks as well. In fact, at some point I was drinking so much that my breakfast was a glass of vodka and something else. So like a bagel and a glass of vodka, or like a Pop-Tart and a glass of vodka. Breakfast of champions. One morning, I decided I was gonna have a grapefruit and vodka. Not grapefruit juice in the vodka, not at 9 a.m. Come on, what do you think I am? No, an actual grapefruit, okay? Anyways, I ate my grapefruit, I drank my vodka, and 15 minutes later, I was in the bathroom, hovering over the toilet. I threw up the vodka, I threw up the grapefruit, I threw up the grapefruit seeds, I threw up corn. I don't even know why. Anyways, that was the morning when I realized I just can't have grapefruits for breakfast. It just doesn't sit well with me, and I had to change something. But that was 9 months ago. Okay, so I've been I've been sober for 9 months. I've been going to AA.
Woo woo!
Well, I was going to AA, then Corona happened, and now I'm praying. I'm also doing drag as a way of, distracting myself. I'm in drag right now. I know, shocking. Don't lie, okay? Don't lie. I know I look a little freaky, okay? I know I look a little freaky when I'm in drag, but I want you to tell me that I'm beautiful, and I want you to treat me like I'm beautiful. I mean, why not? It's only one of the many similarities between drag queens and entitled white women, okay? When I'm in drag, I exercise my Karen privileges. I do. For example, if you want to touch my wig, I'm gonna need to see a permit for that, or $1. If your husband is hot, I'm gonna need to speak to your husband. And then I'm gonna need you to go back to Mexico, okay? And I don't care if you're not from Mexico. I believe there's an entitled white woman inside of every drag queen. And speaking of things inside of drag queens, penises. My parents had my penis circumcised, and I'm not happy about it. I'm not. I think at 25, it should have been my decision whether or not I get to keep my own foreskin. It was attached to my body. I don't know why they did that. Maybe they were just tired of paying my uncle to clean it for me. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyways, I don't let misfortune keep me down. So I went online and I found a PDF that read how I grew my foreskin back. And the whole method could be mine for $25. And at first, like any savvy consumer, I was like, no. But then I saw the PDF included pictures and I was like, So I bought the PDF and I'm about to reveal the secret. Okay. The method works. And I know it because I saw the pictures. But the pictures were a little intimidating. The PDF was written by a Black man. And why does it gotta be Black? I'll let you know why. Because the results were intimidating, okay? The member was substantial. The member was swarthy. The member was turgid. The member was tantalizing. Oh, sorry. Science, we're talking science. Growing foreskin. Anyways, I tried the method. I decided to try it. And as I speak to you right now, there are pellets hanging from my dick skin, enlarging my foreskin. And the results are astounding, I'm telling you. Now, has my foreskin grown back? No. But my dick is looking pretty black. So I am really hopeful.
Woo!
Thank you.
Santiago, everyone! That is our last meeting of the night, guys. How crazy. So many great people. Let's put them all out here. Let me see your faces. You are all too hot to handle. I am so excited. These people 5 weeks ago embarked on a journey, and it took them here. Now, what will happen next? Maybe they'll participate in our stand-up open mics on Tuesdays, which I encourage all of you to watch. Maybe they'll get booked for other shows. The show we have tomorrow at 10 on the Villain Theater YouTube. Very low-key plug. But before we get going, I just want to give one more round of applause. All of you, clap your hands for yourselves. You have done great. Clap yourselves for your classmates. Oh, so funny. Now stand-up comedian. You guys got the same amount of graduation as a high school graduation. It's all on Zoom, baby. All right, thank you guys so much, and thank you to Villain Theater. Again, if you want to do what they did, go to villaintheater.com and find out more information. Thank you so much, and have a great night.
Good night.
Bye.